evening. I'm Lauren Squires. A Union Pacific train derailed in Tama County early this morning. This is one of two properties the city will be acquiring and completely leveling. Well, Tara, this is a race that's gotten a lot of attention. That's because millions of dollars were put towards campaigning against Braley. 3 of the 5 elk spotted here in Alameda County have been killed. They played today, and they're headed to Vegas now after helping extend the nation's 6th longest active home court winning streak. To be honest with you, yesterday when I was talking about doing the ride, I wasn't planning on doing the entire 46 miles. Take this, for example, say you feel uncomfortable and unsafe downtown in Dubuque during broad daylight. Chances are you feel the same way at night, which is why you probably feel unsafe in other parts of the city. The city of Farley passed the ordinance prohibiting firearms in all city buildings. And private residences dropped to less than 1 arrest per 10 households. Very fun. Now I'm going to challenge you to count how many times I say Cedar Rapids. And then guess what, guys? They're joining us now in the studio live tonight. Hardware and all, guys. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Well, that's right. And he actually targeted them mid-February, but the checks just came through. He's targeting people who don't have surveillance videos, smaller businesses, specifically in the downtown area that attract a lot of tourists. Now, the business owner I talked with today said this con artist is certainly fooling a lot of people. Calico Bean off Bluff Street in Dubuque is known for its unique items.
It's a bulk food store. We carry dry goods, soup mixes, dip mixes, spices, herbs, candies, snacks, sprinkles, and our delicious homemade peanut butter.
There's usually something for anyone.
We have a lot of local, regular shoppers, but we do have a huge tourist-based clientele as well.
Which is why a new customer is not usually something suspicious until a few weeks ago when one man shopped here. It was a busy day the day the man came in. He spent about $50 here and then he paid with a fraudulent traveler's check. Conley isn't alone. A handful of other businesses downtown, including Flowers on Main and Nearly New Boutique, found fraudulent checks from a man matching this similar description.
Some people refused them, some people accepted it, depending on how much cash they had in the drawer at the time.
At the time, she says it was easy to accept the check. 2 weeks later, she's feeling the effects.
It's harder for a small business because we don't have the insurances and we don't have this, we don't have that like the big box stores. And $100 could be like a day's sales for us, not including wages or anything. So it does take a blow.
Now, Conley says she recommends you check IDs and get phone numbers. In this case, she did think it was a little suspicious, so she also says go with your gut. If it seems like something isn't right, chances are it's not. And as for the man, police say that they don't know who he is or where he's from. They're just asking all businesses to be on the lookout. Live from our Tri-State Newsroom in Dubuque, Lauren Squires, Iowa News, Channel 7. They say behind every great man, there's a great woman. But Tuesday, standing next to 86 great men, were 3 great women.
We got them right off the field when they'd been injured. They flew them in to the Quad Cities.
One was a nurse.
I was in post headquarters doing clerking type work.
One a clerk. And one in naval intelligence. Working alongside thousands of men, Francis Kringle, Marilyn Hellenbach, and Harriet Heller all served in World War II.
They were so anxious to get home, the boys.
And while humble about their job, saying the men were on the front line of our freedom.
So many of the women who were nurses, I feel, took the brunt.
Alongside every man again, this time in Washington, D.C., these women were honored for their service like never before.
I was overwhelmed. Just absolutely. Nothing could have been any more organized or nice. I mean, really made us feel special.
That was a tearjerker. I didn't expect that. I've never gotten a welcome home like that.
And for them, stepping onto the site of this World War II memorial.
My husband was in service, and I just wish he had been here to see it.
Was like stepping back in time, joining together and remembering the great men and women of the greatest generation.
It's just unbelievable. Yes. Can't believe it.
In Washington, D.C., Lauren Squires, Iowa News, Channel 7. face it, this time of year being single isn't easy.
You know, I go out around the town and just kind of feel like you see the same faces.
But as these eligible bachelors and bachelorettes say, it also has its upsides.
Really, you only got to worry about you know what I mean? And that sounds really, really selfish, and I guess it is a little bit selfish.
At this event, 11 men and 11 women are trying out blazing dates. It's new speed dating in the Cedar Valley.
My friend Emerald and I were out one night, and she had said how she was, you know, single and looking for people, and you just don't know in the bar if there's single people. And
founder Tracy Sothall set up this event to help singles in the area.
Valentine's Day is traditionally not the day you want to be alone.
So for 5 minutes apiece, each and every one of these men and women will get to know each other, hoping to find someone they like at the end of the night.
And I was a bit apprehensive at first. It hasn't been too bad. It hasn't been too painful. I'm actually enjoying myself.
I just, you know, the idea of meeting new people and getting to see who's out there and if there's an interest can't hurt.
But they aren't the only single people at this event. Sothall is too. But tonight she's looking for something different.
Because I am a 10-year cancer survivor. I had Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 3.
On this night, all proceeds go to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And while singles travel from table to table, they're spreading hope for a cure while hoping to find love.
It does give you the hope that maybe you might find somebody during this event. You know, I just want to help everybody find that someone.
Someone that just might make something out of Valentine's Day. In Waterloo, Lauren Squires, Iowa's News, Channel 7.